Alliums. I'm going to show you how to make the most amazing show-stopping arrangement, the sort of thing I do for one of my fabulous parties I do. So, it all starts with the all-important chicken wire. So what I've done, I've scrunched the chicken wire up into a lovely big ball and popped it in the container. But you're better off using gloves because it can be quite dangerous. So little safety tip there. So you scrunch it all up, and I've secured it with this florist tape looped around the edge, and it's waterproof. It is my best friend. It's available from any good flower shop. So get a little bit like that and snip it easily like that. Oops, it's very sticky. And then you simply loop it around the edge of the chicken wire like that, and then take it over the edge and simply stick it on. And I've done that all the way around the edge, and then you've got a really good structure, I suppose, a skeletal structure for your flowers and your lovely foliages. So today it's Alliums, and I'm going to start adding my foliage. So this is some beautiful hazel. I've been rummaging in the hedgerows, and again, always snip up a woody stem so it drinks. Popping that in there. It's a bit breezy. So we're just going to get your foliage in first, and as I always say, get your foliage right and your flowers will follow through. Any funny bits, cut them off. So with an arrangement like this, the theory for what we're making is the same whether you use a small container or a big container. So, but I'm going for a bit of a large one today, just for a bit of spectacle. So we're snipping the hazel, and I always think it's quite good to add all of the same foliage at the same time. So I'm going to be adding my hazel throughout. Now, this came from a tree in my garden, but if you know anyone who has a lovely tree, then say to them when they are next giving it a good old prune, could you be having some? Because it's such a lovely, lovely, fresh, green, springy thing. So lovely. So we're snipping off the lower leaves, and again, snipping up the stems. Actually, I'm going to make that a bit shorter. So this is the sort of thing, as I said, I'd make for a lovely party, and I'm going to make it as an all-round arrangement today. So this could go on a hall table or a dining table if you were to do a buffet. Quite nice to have this in the middle. And so you're adding, as you go, all these foliages so that wherever you see the arrangement from, you're getting a nice eyeful of flowers. So we're getting a nice shape here with the foliages. I've got some beautiful beech. Now, beech is so wonderful. I love all these English indigenous foliages. Indigenous, there we are. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Can you see me? So we're adding that still. A little bit more hazel. Now, the lovely thing about this sort of thing, you could use any foliage you like and any flowers you like. But I'm using the wonderful Alliums to show you how to actually go about putting them in an arrangement, because they're quite a tricky shape, and people always say to me, they're quite a funny thing, what can I do with them? They've got that big pom-pom thing on them, and of course, after a couple of days, they can be quite whiffy because they're related to the onion family. So, I think we've got a nice shape there with our foliage. So now this is a beautiful, beautiful early, sort of mid-spring, midsummer garden herbaceous lovely thing, and it's called Euphorbia, and it's got that lovely zingy green pop to it. So we're loving a bit of that. Now, Euphorbia has, as you cut it, it has a milk that exudes from it, and you don't really want to get that on your skin too much. It's all right, but some people can be a bit allergic to it. But again, gloves if you're allergic to things. So we're adding the lovely Euphorbia. There. Oh, it's all looking very lovely. And don't be too scared of everything. Just keep it free and easy. I've picked some lovely garden blossom here, which is a very pretty pink colour. Again, snipping up the stem, woody stems, like that. Let's have a bit of that. this sort of arrangement you could make any time of the year. Quite nice full of autumn stuff as well. You know, some really lovely leaves on the turn and some orange lilies. You can go a bit mad, look. I mean, you can really express yourself with all this. I'm loving these blossoms. There we are. And this would be fun if you're having like a family party. Just get a few stems of stuff from, I say stuff, stems of flowers, more like it, from the flower shop. And as I always say, try and use your local flower shop and support English growers. It's looking very lovely. So we've got this lovely pink blossom and we've got the euphorbia in, and now for some alliums. So alliums, as I've already said, are related to the onion family. These are fabulous. These are called Dutchmen, and they're big sturdy things. Give them a snip and just add them willy-nilly like this. I always like to put things in groups, because then you've got a sort of a lovely sort of swathe of them going that way. There we are. A couple over here. And I think the wonderful thing about this sort of thing, there are really no rules. You can just be as free and easy with it as you like. So, adding a few more of these lovely Dutchmen. I'm going to put some lower ones in, because think about how they grow in the garden. They all grow at different levels. That's lovely. I just love this little green pop of the euphorbia here. So sweet. It's very lovely, sort of late spring, early summer look. Now, I've got some lovely grasses here as well, just to give it a lovely, listen to those moving in the breeze, lovely. Some lovely grasses too, just to give it a bit more of a wild look, which is quite windy. And then after that, I'm going to have a little fiddle with it. Don't be scared of the flowers, that's the thing, be brave with them. And now I'm going to add a few stalks. So I've chosen a lovely pale lilac one with the stalks. I like to give them a little snip like that, and then add them all in one go, like that. So you've got a lovely big swathe of them there. Can you see that? Keep doing that. Again, snipping the stems at an angle. Let's have some over here. And the chicken wire the whole time is supporting them. I can't really see the front of it, but I think it's getting there slowly. Let's have some here. If you're feeling very professional, you can put your stalks in a tube of water. Ooh, what am I doing there? Tube of water to give them some height. Now, and just to give it a little bit of accent, we're going to pop in some deep purple stalks. Now these are really lovely. So it's a symphony of purples and blues today. Again, snipping the stems, and I'm going to add them again in groups. So we've got some there, some there, and then maybe some at the back. But you can just keep adding and adding to your heart's content. But I think you've got an idea of how it turns out. If you'd like to see more fabulous flowery filmettes like this, then just subscribe to our YouTube channel, Fabulous Flowers TV, by clicking here.